Hi, thanks for checking out this channel. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and leave a comment. If you want to get notified of more content like this, make sure to subscribe. Now, let's get to the video. What are security keys? Now, I could go on and on and on with technical jargon about how it's secure and how it can help you, but I'm just going to avoid that and just get straight to the point. So security keys will add another layer of security where for you to actually use a service or account, you would actually need the physical key. Why is that a big difference? Well, think of this. Let's say your email account. Usually you have your username and your password, and then you sign in, and then that's it. It might send you like a text to your phone. Yeah, but usually you just need your username and password. Now, if you got a pretty conventional username like John Doe 55 and your password isn't that long, let's say it's like 10 characters, someone could easily write a program to just guess, brute force, and try to get access to your account with just random password until they finally find the correct one that matches, and then they got access to your email address. The email account was secured with the security key. Even if they had access to the password, even if they had the username and password, they still would not be able to gain access, because in order for someone to gain access, they would actually need the physical key, and that's a major difference. So it's like if you had a home and the home had an open door, and anybody could easily go in and out. There's nobody stopping it. But if you have a door on it and you have a lock, then the only people that would actually go in there are those who actually have the actual means to get in there, usually the key. So that's the major difference of why a security key would be helpful. Like, that's a major difference. And here's another few reasons why it's even a lot better than just having using your phone, getting a text sent to your phone. So it's more secure than that, because someone can steal your phone or your SIM card. They take your phone and take the SIM card out, and then they put it in another phone, and then they got your phone number. So if they got access to your phone, then they can get around getting access to some of your accounts if they know what they're doing. So with an actual security key, if someone steals your phone, you don't lose access to the accounts that you secured with your security key. So that's a major difference. And now these days, people's phones are their additional keys. So it's kind of good to separate it from the phone and just make sure like you got something physical on you that you can actually use to get and gain access to an account. Now, I know what you're thinking. So how do I set up a security key? What do I need to set up a security key? Well, it's pretty straightforward. You need a phone, an Android or iPhone works. You need a computer, either a laptop or desktop. It doesn't matter if it's Mac or Windows or Linux, that's fine. You need the actual security key, and for this example, like I said, we're going to be using the Yubico security key. And then you're going to need the Yubico Authenticator app. That's not a physical item, but that's software. But you just need those 4 items in order to set up the security key. Also, I should also mention that if you're going to get a security key, it's good practice to get at least minimum 2 security keys, where one security key would be your primary that you take everywhere with you whenever you want to gain access to accounts and services, and then the other key would serve as a backup that you would store in a safe location that will not be tampered with, just in case if you lost your primary key, if you think that you might easily lose the key. But that's a consideration. Usually get at minimum 2. Sometimes people do more than that. Usually usually the people who do more than two are usually the people in like organizations, so they have that level of security and like a redundancy to make sure that losing one key just won't deprive them of access to their own accounts and services. So that's there is reasons to have more than just two. So yes, but that option is just throwing it out there. But honestly, all you just need to set up a security key is a computer, a phone, the actual security key, and the Yubico Authenticator app. So we're using the Yubico security key. All right. So one good example to set up the security key is actually something that most people have, a Google account, which is a really good idea to secure that because a lot of people can get access to that if you don't. And if they get access to your Google account, then they could get access to a lot more. So in this example, I'm going to show you how to use Google to set up a security key for multi-factor authentication, and we're going to be using it for the one-time passcode feature. So let's go ahead and go to Google. Let's go ahead and sign in. All right, let's go ahead and secure Google with your security key. By this point, you should already have your phone ready with the Yubico Authenticator app installed and your security key. All right, now let's go ahead. We're at Google. Let's go to the top right icon, click on the logo for your account. Go to manage your Google account. On the left hand side, go to security and sign in. Go to two-step verification under how you sign in to Google. All right, now here, go to Authenticator, add Authenticator app. All right, now go ahead and set up Authenticator. Now, at this point is where you need your phone and the security key. And if you have two of them, at least two, they're gonna need that second one as well. So for each account, you're gonna have to scan that QR code from the app to add it to your account. And then you do it for the other security key or however many security keys that you have to have it configured with your key. So now let's go ahead and do it with the phones. Let me show you. All right, now let's go ahead and secure the account. By now, you have already scanned the QR code with the Yubico Authenticator app. So you should already have the code on your phone. Go ahead and hit next, enter the code. Oops, refresh. Verify. And voila, I am now secured. Anytime I sign into Google, I need my username, password, and the one-time password that can only be accessed with the security key. So you are now secure. So you can try this on any account or services that offers it. Not all of them offer it, but more and more they're starting to offer it. So if they have that option to set it up with an actual physical key, then go for it, because that's going to further secure your key. Do this for your email account. Do this for things associated with your finances. Do it like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, stuff like that. Do it for things where you do shopping. Do it for things that's tightly tied to your identity that you don't want to be compromised. Do it for those secure sites. And honestly, it's good practice just to do it with anything that you use that offers it, that you plan to use long term, because then you won't be compromised. So yes, and this example was just with Google. So I hope it was very helpful to you. Thanks for checking out Music Tech Game. If you like my content, give me a like, drop a comment, subscribe for more content. Yes, and thank you for dropping by. See you later.